My name's Cima Pius Maliakal, and I'm the valedictorian at Cypress Creek High School. The first thing I want to do is thank God, because I promised if I made it this far, it would only be because of help from God, my family, friends, teachers, and counselors. So when I thought of things I'd like to speak to you about, I was given the chance to talk to you about how successful we'll all be, or that everything's going to be okay in a storybook ending, just like something from a Taylor Swift song. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm standing up here because our lives are not fairy tales, but we do learn to fight those monsters. Being honest, I was really scared to make this speech in front of so many people, but a good friend told me to speak from the heart, and I'll be just fine. So that's what I'm going to do. 12 cities, 6 states, 4 countries. You could say I moved a lot. Most of you probably have a hometown. You've probably seen the same things for the most of your life. For me, things have always been changing. I used to wave goodbye to my friends, holding back tears because deep inside I knew I would go somewhere and be the new girl once again. Years later, I smile when I get to tell people I've lived near the Sydney Opera House, or that I've been skiing in New Zealand all the time. I love that I got to see and learn so much at such a young age. And most importantly, I learned that change, it's not so bad. If you don't believe me, just take yourself as an example. Ask yourself, how have you changed since freshman year? Have you changed since kindergarten? There are things we're glad are different. Now we know what's right and what's wrong. We can count, we can tie our own shoes in, we know how to add and subtract. Other stuff we wish we could go back to. I know I would kill to have nap time or recess. Nonetheless, these changes are all things that we adapted to. What we knew back then to be our daily routine, going off to school with our lunch bag and our book bags and everything, watching Barney when we got home, sleeping whenever we wanted because there was no homework. Could we ever think of doing that again? Even in high school, we've grown in so many aspects. I don't know about the rest of you, but when I stepped into Cypress Creek as a freshman, I had my dad come with me because, quite frankly, I was terrified. Now, we're all expert tour guides at our school. So as you go off to college or technical school or enter the military or even get a job, just remember one thing. We may be the freshies once again, but in no time, we'll get used to it. Have you ever played with the blocks and the shapes? At first, we randomly tried putting any block into any hole. Slowly, we learned that the circle block won't fit into the square hole, and the rectangular block won't go into the triangular hole. We learn from our mistakes so that we can change our futures. We may be meant to be a doctor, a lawyer, the CEO of the next Microsoft, a police officer, or a stay-at-home mom. But unless you can show me a baby that can perform surgery or a baby that can sing like Mariah Carey, I think it's pretty safe to say we're not born that way. So that's why we change to realize our full potential. I'm going to demonstrate just how valuable each one of us is. For the last 4 years at Cypress Creek, we've all been living in a sheltered world, kind of like this matchbook. When we saw the light coming from outside, we shrank back in fear because of the fear of the responsibility that came along with it. So let's say this matchstick represents me and each one of you. When I came in freshman year, I didn't have the confidence because I didn't know what my full potential was. I thought I was just a dull little matchstick. It's only once we're able to come into the real world that we can realize just how valuable each one of us is. The truth is, this fire was burning within me the entire time. And once we see that potential, we're never the same anymore, as you can see by the blackened color of the matchstick. And now, we can share this potential with the rest of the world. Let me tell you a little story about 99 balloons, 99 days. On the day of Elliot's death, 99 balloons were released into the sky, each balloon signifying each of his precious days on Earth. Elliot Hartman Mooney was brought into this world at 4:59 p.m. on July 20th, 2006. 99 days later, on October 27, 2006, his life was brought to an end. Elliot was not just an ordinary baby. He was special, or so his doctor said when they diagnosed him, with an underdeveloped lung, a heart with a hole in it, and DNA that placed faulty information into each and every cell of his body. From emergency hospital visits to daily birthday celebrations with his parents, Elliot Mooney fulfilled his purpose in life. So why am I telling you this story? Because the last thing I wanted to make sure you all understood is that no matter what people will tell you, do what you love. Take Elliot's life as an example that nothing is permanent and everything must change. So try your hardest with what you have while never taking anything for granted. Elliot continues to live on through those that share his story and keep him close to their heart. In the same way, make sure you leave this world knowing that you did what you came here to do. Never forget, you are the class of 2011. You have the blood of Cypress Creek running through your veins. So let's show them what you got with that bear pride that I know you all have. In just a little while, you'll be up on the stage receiving your high school diploma. So congratulations for graduating in the Cypress Creek High School class of 2011.
Hi.
Because of the help from God, my family, friends. So when I thought about things I would like to speak to you about, I was given the chance to talk to you about how successful we'd all be and that everything's going to be okay in a story with an ending, just like something from a Taylor Swift song.